Well, I started in windsurfing in '82 in Brest, Brittany, and I was pretty driven by the sport straight away. My father brought back a windsurf set from one of his trips in Tahiti, as he was in the military, and from there it has been the start of everything. I went like one summer on that kit, and then following year I stopped for like maybe 6 months during winter time. And after for my birthday, I got the first board, which was a big show, and like a fun board, and I started on a short board from the beginning. It was sailing in pretty rough condition back then in Brittany, because we had always a lot of wind, sailing mostly in the bay, and then with some friends we went in the wave quite often too. So that's how it started. Well, it's been a long process in between. My first '86, I became pro after La Torche. That same year, I won the French championship also. And after that, I got I don't know, maybe I never counted, but 5, 6, 7. And then I became world champion like 10 years later in the wave. But the key element was not only to be world champion in one discipline, it was also important and to be a world champion overall. So we had 3 disciplines with racing, wave, slalom. And racing back then was done with a daggerboard, a longboard, daggerboard. Then we had the slalom, then we had the wave, and then we had overall. So potentially you could have 4 titles in 1 year. And that year, I think, when I was world champion in the wave, one of the disciplines, which was racing on the daggerboard, disappeared and was merged with slalom racing. So we had a different format into the discipline, and I was first in the wave, second in slalom, and second overall. So that was my best year on the tour. And the previous year I was, I don't remember really, I think it was second or third in the wave, maybe 4, 5, 6 in slalom, and close to top 3 again in overall. Well, back in the days, we were not requested to sail with only production sails or production boats. So everything was in the World Cup was prototype. We could do with prototype boats, prototype sails, and I've been changing sponsors quite often at the beginning of my career. Started with Mistral Gastra, then I think Mistral, and then I went F2 Nipride for a short moment. I was also, after that, if I remember well, Big and UP Sails. And then the collaboration with Nipride again, and it went on with a combination Nipride, AHD and Oxbow as my 3 main sponsors. And this until I quit back in the 2000 and finishing part of my career with Exocet plus Aerotech Sails actually. I was very involved from the beginning with all the R&D and development with many brands I was working with, mainly because we had a lot of custom boards, custom sails, and at the same time the requirement from many brands, from some sailors, not all, but was to work on future production of future production products. And therefore, I've been working a lot for example, for Nipride on development, and AHD also at the same time for development on boards, on Nipride with sails, and especially with the loft on Maui. The origin of Exocet is The beginning was like a very tiny custom shop created by Olivier Chrétien. And when he passed away, Jean-Marie took over what he was doing as a shaper, and so we created a small workshop called Seawork, and the brand name of the boards was Exocet. So from this I had Exocet custom board, I would say, since 1991. We were producing about an average of, let's say, 40 to 50 custom boards just for my needs. That would include waveboards, slalom boards, race board, race slalom, and every time it was a set of 3-4 boards. Some of the boards I will renew quite often during the year. Then we will sell them as used. And he was also making some custom boards for some private customers. When I ended my career in 2000, around 2000, we started to go into production.